We will now look at the role of ideology and culture in the realm of population education. Every region has an ideology, every nation has an ideology, and the ideology of Pakistan is based on the Islamic ideology. And so the ideology and culture of a particular place will play a prominent role in helping people understand the issues of population dynamics. The nature and scope of educational programs are influenced by political and ideological orientations. What people believe in, what the majority of individuals think to be correct and true, will place an impact on what is delivered to the common man. The curriculum writers, the policy makers are important individuals in this realm because when they sit together and pen the curriculum or the policies for education for a nation like Pakistan, it is important that they understand the ideology, because if it is against the ideology, people are not going to buy into it. So ideology and culture, and we are in the East, our cultural values are strong. We still want to hold on to them. No matter what the West does and thinks, our Eastern cultural values are strong. We believe in a strong family unit. From there, population dynamics should begin for our young people. It should start with the focus on the family, leading to the community, to the society, to the city, to the province, to the nation, and expanding out in different directions. Population matters are of significance for young people today, because really they are the ones who will have to live through the next 20, 30, 40 years dealing with these issues. If we can train them now in how to deal with some of these issues, maybe their futures could be slightly better. And this task rests on educational systems and institutions to give a strong character with values that our culture and ideology believe in, and then other aspects of population dynamics as well. Ideological theories and culture provide a framework for setting goals and filters for selecting content. What are we going to teach? We can't teach everything. For example, sex education is a taboo. You will not be able to teach it over here because it is not culturally and ideologically appropriate. So, how do you put filters? How do you select content? This is what can be taught. This is what cannot be taught. And these few areas maybe are questionable, and then people in their wisdom decide to include it or not to include it. Also, it is easier to set goals and objectives once you have an ideological framework and a cultural framework in mind. Then the goals and objectives you set, what do you want to achieve? What will the outcomes of this education be for your students is absolutely critical and can be looked upon differently. People acquire population-related knowledge throughout their lives, a process of absorption which is generally part of a larger process of socialization. What this means is people see people around them. They learn, they grasp, they absorb, they take in stuff from the population. All the stuff they take in is not necessarily good. How does an individual learn to smoke? Looking at other people smoke. Wants to try it, gets into the friendship circle, and then there are issues. So, good and bad, both can be learned from population around us, and it is important to help young people decipher and see, filter out the not so good and not take that, and keep the good and take that. That is absolutely important for young people today. They need to be taught those skills.